Alright, so we are gonna play the Mega Man 2. This is obviously the second game in the Mega Man franchise. Okay, I usually start with Bubble Man here. It's just, just the way I like to do it usually. Bubble Man or Flash Man, and either one's a good choice. They're both pretty simple. Flash Man probably would be better now that I think about it. Now, as you saw at the beginning, this game actually has two difficulty settings. Well, I hope you noticed at the beginning, otherwise you're a lot less observant than I am. What those are is actually the normal mode, which is what I'm on right now, is the American version, and the hard mode is the original Japanese version. Kind of depressing when you actually realize they dumbed down this game for American release. So yeah. I always hate these guys because I always land on them. Or usually do anyway. Oh, I should have grabbed that. Whatever. So Mega Man 2, a little bit about it. The story is pretty much the same as the first Mega Man game. Dr. Wily's got some robots. They're terrorizing the city. Mega Man's out to stop them. That's essentially it. I mean, there's no huge revelation or anything like that in this one. Mega Man 2 actually was, this is kind of the beginning of the standard engine that runs most all of the Mega Man games, really, for the Nintendo NES. The only thing they changed from here on out, really, are a couple of graphics and, adding a couple of features here and there, like the slide in the next Mega Man game, and then the power-up shot in Mega Man 4 and beyond. But yeah, beyond that, this is pretty much it. Every Mega Man game from here on out for the original series on the NES is like this. A couple of things you'll notice differently between this game and Mega Man 1 is they've changed the energy capsules. They look the way most people remember them looking. They're those little flashing spheres over there. They've also changed the weapons replenishing capsules, those things there. Again, oh damn it, those are the standard format throughout the rest of the series here. I always make stupid mistakes. I'm trying to still get my controller the way I want it to be. So. Also in this game, again, for anyone that has played the first Mega Man game or watched my last video, Mega Man's actually buoyant in water in this game. In the first one, I mean, the only experience you have with water is an Iceman's level, but in the first game, he didn't jump any higher in the water, whereas here he does, and it actually makes some of the jumps a little bit more tricky. Because yeah, the spikes are all the way up in the ceiling, but I can actually reach those from here. Okay. So what else? I don't know. Mega Man 2 is one of my favorite Mega Man games. My absolute favorite one actually is number 3. It's mostly a personal preference thing. There are a couple of things I thought they just nailed head on. It was a longer game. But yeah, Mega Man 2 was actually the first Mega Man game that I ever played. So I think I played this game back when I was about 5 years old. I borrowed it off of my friend Curtis back in Alberta. Back when people actually used to trade games and stuff like that. I don't know what I specifically lent him, but yeah, this is one that quite frequently got traded over to me. I really enjoy this game. I never beat it when I was a kid though, and if you keep watching the video, you will find out why. Not this video; it's gonna be much later. Bubble Man done in under 5 minutes. There we go. I always do that, I don't know why. This game is also the first one to actually tell you what the weapons are that you get from the Robot Masters. Like in this case I got Bubble Lead. It's not lead, it's lead. Get the Flashman next. This is also the introduction of the helper items. I mean, there was the Magnet Beam in the first Mega Man game, but this game had the precursor to Rush, items 1, 2, and 3. One was like a floating platform thing, one was... what was the other one? One was a floating platform, one was a jet, and one was a wall climber. And if I'd had items 1 or 3 in this level, I could have gotten that one up. Made up for that lost life, but whatever. Okay. And Sniper Joe's there. A lot of the enemies in this got a lot easier. They refined the gameplay a fair bit. They've smoothed out some of the jumps and animations and stuff. But for the most part, there's not a huge difference between this and the first one. For the most part. Oh, I guess I'm grabbing that. There we go. Yeah. And the reason I'm sliding is because apparently these are like ice blocks or something. I don't really know. Damn. Could use the energy capsule up there. Okay. Now you also get energy tanks in this game, which replenish your health whenever you want to, which is fantastic. Later into Wily's Fortress, and also in this game you actually, in basically every Mega Man game from here on out, the little section, the doors between the level and the Robot Master, there's nothing in there. There might be a couple of exceptions that I'm forgetting about, but for the most part there's nothing in there at all. Whereas in the first one there were actual enemies in there. Now I should get an item here, I believe. I think I get item 3. Message from Dr. Light. Yeah, item 3. I always hate waiting on these because you can't speed them up. That's the wall climber one that I mentioned earlier. Oh, and there's also a password system in this game. Do I want to do Quick Man or Woods Man? Or Metal Man? Metal Man's pretty easy too. Yeah, just trying to think here. Going back to the normal and hard modes, there isn't a huge difference between the two. I mean, like all the levels and stuff are the same, but the big difference is the enemies take more hits to kill, and some of the weaker ones, like those snails things and stuff in Bubble Man stage, they actually have 2 animation parts. You hit them once, and their shell pops off, and they move faster, and they're lower to the ground, so they're harder to hit. And then you hit them again, and they die. So it can screw you up a bit, and the Robot Masters are harder to kill. That is most evident with Metal Man when you battle him doing the teleporters. Teleportation hatch things later into Wily's Fortress. And I'll explain why when we get there, for anyone that doesn't already know. It makes the end bosses a lot simpler. So yeah, you get your basic side-scroller platform game here. Some of it's making hard jumps, some of it's just getting through the stage, some of it's dodging enemies. Again, it's nothing real outstanding. From what I've been able to tell, Mega Man 2 is actually the most popular of the Mega Man games, or at least sold the best. Mega Man's 2 and 3 are fairly popular. The series died down a little bit into 4, 5, and 6, to the point where when I was a kid I didn't even know there was a 6, except for the fact that I knew there was a 7, so... But yeah! And bam! There we go. Hate those springy guys. That's it for that stage. Just gotta beat Metal Man now. There's a couple of tricks to beating him. I don't actually know which Robot Master is best against him. It's been so long since I've actually used one. But whenever you shoot, he jumps. So he's gonna jump there. And he just... when the screen flashed there, he switched which way the platform moves. So it was actually pushing me away, which actually made it easier. Bam. See, Metal Man simple. I'm gonna cut this off here, save you guys a bit of time with the screen there.